Hello everyone, it's Mr. Wig here. I'm just going to introduce yourselves, not to make a decision to buy the iPhone 8 Plus. In this case, you can see on the right hand side, and on the left hand side is my old iPhone 6, not the iPhone 6S, because that is the new model and is still for sale. As at the moment, Apple still got 5 mobile phones for sale, and apart from the Plus, there's no need to mention, it's obvious. So you got the iPhone 6S, the SE, the iPhone 7, the iPhone 8 and the iPhone X. And I just want to give a little information, so perhaps you can make a decision what mobile phone to buy. And one thing I can reassure is that the new iPhone 8 or even the iPhone X is the 10. And actually the iPhone 8 is slightly above the iPhone X. But to go back to my introduction, I just want to say that I'm not working for Apple whatsoever. I'm just giving you some information. At the end of the day, this is just to help, to give some basic information and even how to use the mobile phones, because the decisions will always be yours. So let's gonna start with these two beautiful mobile phones, and special attention is given to the iPhone 8, where it's well ahead of the 6 and even of the 6S. So iPhone 8 is a great leap forward for Apple, both in terms of design and in terms of the device capability. The A11 Bionic chip serves to make this more powerful than any previous iPhones yet. Compared to the iPhone 6S 8 A8 chip, you might find that the iPhone 8 leaps and bounds ahead of speed and functionality. The new sleek look of the iPhone 8 puts in a different league of the iPhone 6, completely encased in glass, which Apple actually claim is their most durable ever. So, unsurprisingly, iPhone 8 wins out when it comes to camera quality and hardware capabilities. If you are looking to upgrade from the iPhone 6 to iPhone 8, you won't be disappointed, I can guarantee. So let's go just what is the spec from one to the other. We know that the iPhone 6, actually when I brought, it came with 4 different memory specs, and this actually I is my old phone, is a 16 giga, but you could have the option of 32. You can still buy 32 gigabytes, the 64 and the 128. When the iPhone 8, or in this case is the iPhone Plus, is exactly the same. They come with 2 options, just 64 gigabytes or 256. That actually I took the option because I do like to have videos and photos and apps added, and that it puts ahead straight away. Both they come with Retina display, but on iPhone 8 it will come with a 3D touch, and you can feel actually the sensibility. Actually you don't need to press slightly hard as it is on the iPhone 6. Is much easier. Both they got, even you can see on a video that I make, this is the 8 Plus, so it is bigger than the 6, but if we compare, it would be the same size, the 4.7 inches. We could say actually the iPhone 8, it would be more or less the same size, just a tiny small difference. The height is 138.4, when on the height on the iPhone 6 would be 138, exactly 0.3, so it's just 1 millimeter slightly smaller. What it doesn't make no difference. The width would be 67.3 against the 67.1 the iPhone 6. The depth would be 7.3 millimeters for the iPhone 8. For the iPhone 6 would be 6.9 millimeters. Weight would be 148 for the iPhone 8, when for the iPhone 6 would be 129, and that is because it's got more stuff and more technology there to adapt. Now the biggest difference that the iPhone 8 is above the iPhone 6 is a lot, and one of them I do like it is the splash, and is the water and dust resistance, and that is well way ahead. As with this phone actually you can let it go inside the water. Apple actually says it can go as far as 3 meters deep and the iPhone would still be working. I never tested, so I'm not going to say, but I'm saying what Apple says. So in that why actually the iPhone 8 is better than the iPhone 6. I'm not saying actually it's a bad phone. So if you think you're still using one and you like it, yeah, keep it. But if you want to upgrade, yes, I will recommend it because it's well ahead in technology, in battery, life. Even when you're speaking, actually you can use for 14 hours without even charging. And the iPhone 6 doesn't have the wireless charge. Actually, the iPhone 8 does have that. And in half an hour, you can charge up to 50%. So that is a big increase in life battery as well. Um, so the big advantage that I would say in compare of the iPhone 8 to the iPhone 6 is the A11 chip. It's called actually on the in the iPhone 8. It's called the A11 Bionic chip. When on the iPhone 6, you just got the A8 chip. And the thing is, both they come with the same embedded M11 motion processor. Now, how about the camera? The iPhone 6, it comes with 8 megapixels in the back, obvious, to take a photo. When the iPhone 8, it comes with a 12 megapixel, and that is a big difference. You can see the quality. Even I still think the iPhone 6 is really good. Now, the FaceTime, if you want to take a photo to yourself or a selfie, whatever you want to call it, that is the big difference. On the iPhone 8, is 7 megapixel, but on the iPhone 6 is 1.8. Now that is a big difference. We're talking about 5.2 megapixel. It doesn't look is a lot because I used to take a lot of selfies, and I can't see almost a difference. But the quality actually, if you are an expert or even a photographer, would say, yeah, that picture you took a selfie with the iPhone 8, the quality is much better. So there's no doubt. Once again, the iPhone 8 is way ahead of that. The iPhone 8 can do live photos with stabilization. The iPhone 6 can't do it. It's got a white color capture for photos and live photos. It's got autofocus with focus pixels when the iPhone 6 doesn't have. And actually you can do a video on both exactly. But the difference that the iPhone 8 is got against the iPhone 6 is that you can still take photos when you're making a video. So actually would take photos doing the video. You can take photos and you would still take photos of using just 8 megapixel when the iPhone 6 you can't still do it. I still have to say the video is really good. So not everything is so bad. It's just, let's say that Apple advance and move forward with the software, with the speed. And because it's faster, because of the A11 chip, so it responds faster, but it doesn't need to use the battery as much. But just want to say, both they still are good mobile phones. And we're talking just about the camera. The iPhone 8, like I said, if you want to take a selfie, is a 8 megapixel. On the iPhone 6 is just 1.8. So you can see that is a big difference. On that, the life battery is 24 hours. Actually, is 1 hour above the iPhone X, and that is really good. I have to say, because very rare actually I charge. I can use it now 2.5 days without charging. When on my iPhone 6, I would have to charge every single day, and that is really true. And that is not a negativity, because I still like it, and I think it was way above the iPhone 5 when I had it as well. So this is the biggest improvement for me personally. Not only the way you touch with the apps that comes, and obviously if you can afford them, the difference is going to be huge because you can have more stuff on your phone. On this particular phone is 202 grams, when the iPhone 6 is just 148. It's got more megapixels for the videos as well. In this particular, actually, the iPhone Plus 8 Plus that I got is 2436 against the iPhone 6 is 1334, and that is almost half of the quality. Both they have the touch feeling isn't. You can do with a fingerprint. In this case, the iPhone, because I have put them now on. I reset to Apple settings, so I'm just pressing here to open. As you can see, with mine, obvious. I just press and that's it. Is open, as you can see, our fingerprint. There you go. So what we can do here, both we can see is that there's a lot of similarities. What we have is more apps on the iPhone 8. As you can see, the way I move, I have even the feeling that it's not 100%, but this is a 3D, and it's much easier to move around. And so if you go to settings, for example, on both of them, there you go. A lot of people, they don't know, you can sign here and put your own email. So he asked me to be connected to the internet, but I have turned off the Wi-Fi, as you can read is here. So you can have your own email here, create your own password, and that's it. And that is really good, because by doing that, when you go to your, I can show you on the iPhone 8, actually if you click iCloud and you go to there, iCloud backup, this after you sign here, put your email, create your own password, you click on, you don't need, because you can have this on auto, I think, yes, it will do automatically. So here I could do, there's two ways to do the backup on this. You can just go back to the normal page, lock the mobile phone on the side, put on charge, let it be connected to the Wi-Fi, and it will do automatically every single time you do that. So a lot of people, they don't know that. You don't need to do manual, but you could do, as you can see here, I could press here, backup now, and it would do it. So you go back once again, and it takes you back to the big menu, and both they are similar. There's no difference whatsoever, actually. And like I say, it's just a touch. I feel I need to press harder the iPhone 6 than the iPhone 8, but I feel is more soft, and obviously it's a bigger screen that it gives me the option to have a better reading of the settings. So I hope all of this information did help yourselves, and hope you'll make the best decision. Thanks for watching.